Let me get this straight. You bring us into a topic that we didn't ask to be a part of, and now you're upset that you're getting dragged about it on multiple platforms. And now you want to come back and try to gaslight us into believing you meant something else?
99% of my videos are talking about white people who are racist or support Trump or ICE or whatever. Some of those videos are about the hypocrites Latinos for Trump, the people who severely regret voting for ICE raids now that it's affecting them and their communities. Some of those videos are about Asian Americans who voted for ICE raids and now it's affecting them and their communities. But when I made one video talking about the Black Americans who voted for Trump, who still continue to support ICE raids, everyone rushed to their defense.
Yes, because one word too many. You mentioned one group too many. Because we were not messing with you. Leave us alone. Like the young lady said, leave us alone. Why are you even talking about us? Why are you even bringing us up? Why did you even attempt to bring us into this conversation? And then try to pretend like you weren't trying to bring us into this conversation. You think we can't see through you? And now it's the woe is me. I talk about you, and now I talk about one, and now everybody wants to come to their defense. Yes, because we not bothering nobody. If you really meant to address that population, you would have done it. You just realized that you messed up and tried to double back like we wouldn't see it and catch you. How long did it take you to come up with that? How long did it take for you to figure out, uh-oh, I messed up? How can I somehow gaslight this and try to get sympathy? How do I somehow make it seem like this is their fault because they took my words wrong? How long will it take before they react to the words that came out of my mouth like they didn't come out of your mouth? And versus apologizing and maybe taking the video down, but of course you won't because it's making you too much money. And I find it funny how this video, the most recent one, only has 66 likes because people can see through you, but you won't take down the original video because it's making you too much money. It's getting you too much attention. And we know for your people, any attention is good attention. And this double back to woe is me and this attempt at, oh no, I didn't mean that. This is what I meant is why we don't trust y'all. Because y'all really be out here playing with our intelligence. And I don't understand how you or your people have not learned to stop playing with our intelligence. Because somewhere in you and somewhere in your epigenetics, you have that same plantation mentality that you're smarter just because you are who you are and you were born how you are. Leave us alone. Deal with what your people did. Deal with those other groups. We should have never come out of your mouth in the first place. And that's where you messed up. And that's where you refuse to own that you messed up. Leave us alone. If you learn anything out of this, it's to leave us alone.
So the young man who called black people out, to go out and protest, that if they do not protest, that they are coming for them. He came out and apologized, saying that he didn't mean black people, that he meant, all of those lies and, those lies that people tell in order to cover up or conceal, the lies and all the facts. And anyways, can you leave the black people alone? That's my own issue. Can the blacks be left alone? Like, stop calling them out. If you have an issue, fix it. Go out yourself, fix your problems. Don't call other people out. They cannot help you. They might choose to. It's their own choice. But can we stop calling the blacks out? Like, just stop, period. Don't call them out. Stop it. Anyways, I'll roll out more videos and we'll come back.
The fact that you can't understand why everybody is on your ass just goes to show how uninformed you are. And I'm just going to give you a little smidget. Black Americans have the highest arrest rates, but we do not have the highest conviction rates. You know why that is? Because we are constantly detained against our will for no reason, for not breaking any laws. So being detained by any law enforcement entity is not uncommon for us. We understand it. So to sit up here and say, oh, we should be out there because they're detaining Black Americans while they're doing their ICE raids, where were you when the police are wrongly detaining us? Where was your outrage then? Because I'm a Chicago kid. I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, actually into the mid 90s, they had warehouses in the city where the CPD would take you. And many of those people were never seen again. So to sit up here and act like we need to be shocked about what's going on and we should be out there putting our bodies on the line for people like you who never really gave a damn what was happening to the Black community, but now because somebody Wh1te has died, and now because they're picking up Black Americans while they're deporting illegal immigrants, we ought to be outraged? Where was the outrage when it was just regular Americans being picked up by American police for no reason at all? This is why everybody is on your ass. So, leave the Black community alone and continue on to do what you gonna do, because Black America does not owe anyone in this country anything. Not our protests, not our bodies, not our support. Now, if some of my people want to get out there and work and do that, that is on them. But as for me and mine, we not going out there. Take your ass out there, since you so concerned.
For all the Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And
What now? Now what? Okay. And you know what else they used to do? They also used to kidnap us, beat us, rape us, lynch us, feed us to crocodiles. Due process? What's that? So do you think now we should probably like do something? Like, what do you think we should do? Should we like protest or march? Get down in the streets? Loot? And what really gets to me is that why aren't you saying the same thing about white people then? Seems as though you're imagining ICE only rounding up and taking into custody Black Americans instead of perhaps white Americans. And if your real claim to assert some sort of, oh, they're coming after Americans in general, why are you asserting Black Americans into the conversation and not white people who perhaps even have more recent immigration ties than Black? Oh, I know. It's because you subconsciously or consciously believe that being a white American is the default American. You guys are the, blue blood Americans, the Americans that have the longer, more refined, prestiged form of Americana. Despite the fact that I literally don't have a single ancestor who has not been in this country for at least 350 years and thousands of years before that if you include my Native American ancestors. Are you trying to imply that Black Americans are lesser citizens than people who are white in this country or people who are non-Black American? Because if that's the case, I'd say if anybody, it's to be rounded up other white people with more recent European immigration ties. Now, don't get me wrong, my heart breaks and I hate it to the point where I don't even like watch the news really because it's all so just dystopian and terrifying. And what happened to Miss Renee is a tragedy by all accounts and it's disgusting. But how do you think ethnic Black Americans have been able to survive in the United States for around 350, 400 years or so? So, why are you admonishing or pointing a finger at ethnic Black Americans when we overwhelmingly, in the percentages of the 90% and 80 percentile margin, voted against the current administration that is currently carrying out these systemic, horrible, anti constitutional laws? Yet, we're supposed to be Captain Save a Ho for another group's woes that the numbers, it was a flip flop. And I'll be honest with you, even if we were to all get up and get out right now and run to the streets and get up in one mass Black congruency and just run out into the streets and protest and get beat upside the head and be the first ones thrown in jail and all of the things, nothing would happen but a couple of more bruised Black folks and Black people with more criminal records. That said, I think it would behoove you to keep the child of the slave's name out of your mouth and save your questioning for people who either voted for or did not vote for this current madness. Have your papers.
Hey everybody. Azay, is that how you pronounce your name? I don't want to chop it up or anything. What I want to tell you is that you're telling us some shit that we know from the comfort of your home. Do you know how long Black Americans have been under attack from white people in this country? I mean, all of the immigrants just disrespect Black Americans. But do you know the harm that your race, your people, white Americans, have done to the Black Americans? Would you think we don't see what the fuck is going on? What is our job, to rescue every Black person? The woman that you showed is not even a Black American. She's a fucking immigrant. Do you honestly think I'm coming outside to defend a Somalian? Black men and women and children bodies are still being found. Black and brown bodies. Immigrants in these camps popping up, organs missing. We've had our towns burnt, bombed, and drowned. The White House, Pentagon, and Central Park is sitting on Black-owned land. We don't collect a motherfucking bit of rent. And white folks just feel like they can tell us what the fuck to do, what issues we should be standing up for. We don't owe America nothing. Absolutely nothing. America is in Black Americans' debt. Our history is being erased. I don't see anybody making a stink about Black history. The group of people in this country who have given the most. But immigrants get to come in and say how the fuck they built America? These motherfuckers didn't start coming over here until after the foundations was already laid. What the fuck have they built? What the fuck blood has immigrants really spilt for this country? Seriously. We fought for our own fucking freedom when my ancestors were slaves. White folks didn't release us. We fought for that shit. Every goddamn right that we and my ancestors fought for in 1964, 65, I'm in my 60s. It's all but gone. Black folks don't have no protections. But y'all want us to come outside and fight for a group of people who voted for this shit. The people who tried to put protection on everybody, the people who told everybody what the fuck was going to happen. But no, because in y'all racist, irrational thinking, because I don't understand how the fuck y'all really think that y'all are superior over a motherfucker when y'all can't even think y'all way out of this situation. Y'all superior. Your superior asses need to be the fuck outside defending or fighting against what the fuck you voted for. Because we told everybody what the fuck was going on. We know white people been better than you know your motherfucking selves. That's how come we know that you motherfuckers are fighting inferiority. You're fighting to remain fucking relevant and centered. Y'all don't get to tell us what to stand up for, who to stand up for. Not one of these groups, black, white, brown, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Greek, fucking French, none of you motherfuckers are Australian, Ukrainian, not one of you motherfuckers. Senegalese, a Somalian, not one of you motherfuckers have stood up for black folks. I can definitely, for certain, say, proof is in the pudding. Y'all are nothing like your ancestors. Because your ancestors, when they fought with my ancestors, it was nothing to be said. They just got out on the fucking line. Everybody knew their goddamn destination and the job they were supposed to be fucking doing. You people can't even get it together to fucking organize. Black women are in the background organizing this shit for you, and you telling us what the fuck we need to be doing. If you don't sit your bitch ass down, sit your punk ass down and do what you're doing, singing fa la 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 la. Keep doing what you're doing. But when it comes to telling black people what we should be doing, that is not one white person's place. This is your system. White men thought it up. White people uphold it, and now it's backfiring on you and everybody that voted for it. We don't owe America or Americans anything. Nothing. Do you know what these people have planned for black Americans? Do you? In your whiteness? Do you know what they have planned for black Americans? They want us gone, and the ones that aren't dead, they want us enslaved. Why do you think they're erasing our history? We don't have time to be outside marching for motherfuckers who voted for this shit, voted for the white folks to eradicate us. I don't give a fuck if they lock up every immigrant in America. Especially if they voted for this shit. They voted. Y'all voted away my granddaughters, my great-granddaughters, and my grandsons' futures. Their rights, their freedoms. Y'all voted that shit away. All for the sake of your toxicity. Believing that y'all are so motherfucking superior. Y'all the cursed race on the goddamn planet. Talk about black folks are cursed. God protected us. How we cursed when we can have a relationship with God, the Son, and other people telekinetically. How the fuck are y'all superior? My daughters and granddaughters can make a child of every motherfucking race. What the fuck are you producing except for toxicity? Because all your motherfucking children are toxic. Who the fuck are you talking to telling somebody what we need and who's being? I don't give a fuck. Young man, I'm going to suggest that you either stand up because I see what you're doing. That's why I'm just giving you a light touch of the anger that I'm feeling right now. This is a light touch. Could you imagine me on full fucking blast? Y'all trying to get people outside to defend y'all. Oh, white folks. Did y'all see the white lady that got killed? Everybody gotta stand up now. Welcome to the black motherfucking experience. We go through this shit every fucking day. One white woman means absolutely nothing to me. Though, I'm sad that she had to be executed that way. Because she was executed. But that was a signal to you, not to me. If you feel some type of way about them people being locked up for a day or two, then hop your white ass out there and defend it.
The fact that people think they can just wake up one day and hop on black people is very disrespectful. It's even the audacity for me. Did you guys watch that video? Telling black people you are supposed to do this, and that, in order to survive. You're supposed to do this, and that, in order to this, that. Like, who exactly are you? Like, who are you in the grand scheme of events? Who are you? Who do you think you are? You're calling on black people when you are still in your house. You are not coming out. But you're coming on black people to lay down their lives, to put their bodies in the forefront, to, the black people are done. They are not putting their lives on the line for anybody. You later came back to say you were referring to the white people, the Latinos, Says who? Like, who do you think we are? Who do you think the blacks are? Do you think we have a problem with comprehension? Or do you think the blacks do not understand English? They heard you loud and clear. Or you think the black people that reacted to the things you said are daft? Or you think they didn't hear you right? Or you think they don't understand English? They heard you loud and clear, and that was why you got the reaction you got. Okay? Can you guys just leave the black people alone? Like, every day, every morning when I wake up, I see, videos, black people did this, black people did that. Like, come on. Every day I wake up, there's one video. There's one video or the other about black people. Like, enough is enough, please. Enough is enough. Stop looking for trouble. You don't see blacks just wake up and start looking for people's trouble. The blacks respect themselves. They respect other people. Can you all also respect the blacks? Like, the height of disrespect, and it's so annoying. It's so very annoying. Can you stop looking for trouble? Because when you look for the blacks' trouble, you will get it hot. You will get it hot. You don't see black people waking up you just wake up in the morning and you start looking for trouble. Leave them alone. Period.